The Democrats, yet again, ban more words.
What words? Like freedom?
No, okay, you know how the Democrats over the last several years have turned around and several decades and said, "Oh, you're not allowed to use those words anymore." Like you can't say, we're not even allowed to say it on YouTube. You have to say unalived. You can't say certain words, you have to say unalived. You can't say a certain SA, which is, what's that fruit? Not peaches, not strawberries, but grapes. The Democrats have spent a ton of money to do a research project through a think tank called Third Way. They came around and said, Democrats have to start talking like people. They can't talk like bureaucrats anymore. And they came up with a whole list of words that Democrats are not supposed to say anymore.
Freedom. Freedom of speech. Capitalism.
Oh, no. This is not like that. These are words that Democrats need to stop saying in order to connect with people. So let me give you a few and let me get your response on what you think about needing to stop using these words. Okay. But first, we have a great new sponsor. We really appreciate them. We're a small channel, but we're growing fast. Let's hear from our new sponsor, Conservative Peaches.
Here at Conservative Peaches, where tradition meets a little bit of sweet Southern charm, we're gearing up for the annual country fair, a place where the past and the present come together with the kind of pride that only a homemade pie can offer. At Conservative Peaches, we believe in country values. We believe in country music, country fun, and country fairs. We're not opposed to some liberal ideas. Our field hands can use any porta potty they want. The only rainbows you'll see at our parades is rainbow sherbet ice cream. When our tranny blows, we fix our own tractors. Our parades only fly the American flag. We do lack some things the left offers. Our attendees don't wear banana hammocks, but they can take a nap in our hammock village. Our $1 kissing booth girls are genuine country-fed girls. On Sundays, Pastor Rick makes the best ham sandwiches and does free baptisms. On Saturdays, Rabbi Shmuley makes the best briskets this side of the Holy Land and gives free brisses. He's the best darn moyel in town. He'll give you seconds if you don't watch out. We here at Conservative Peaches have pride in only offering the best, and that includes teachers in train stations. We're proud to sponsor teachers in train stations because we really think that they are peachy keen. Even liberals should reach on down, hit that like and subscribe button, and climb aboard teachers in train stations as their next rider. So what are you waiting for? A personal invitation? Okay, fine. Conservative Peaches personally invites you to hit that like and subscribe button and join teachers in train stations. And while you're there, leave a comment or two. And when you're done with that, go out and buy some Conservative Peaches. Conservative Peaches is not a real company, nor is this a real endorsement. So don't sue us just because we're having a little fun. So welcome aboard teachers in train stations. Jeremy and Seth are glad to have you as riders. If you're lucky, maybe Pastor Rick and Rabbi Shmuley will join us. And now, back to our show. This is Teachers in Train Stations.
So just yesterday, we got together with Rabbi Shmuley, we got together with Pastor Rick. They took us out, they bought us a whole bunch of new equipment to make our audio sound better and to help us out. They're also talking about getting us some software so we can create better ads. So we really want to thank Conservative Peaches for all they're doing for a small channel like us. We really believe in Conservative Peaches. Go on out and find yourself a Conservative Peach. Now, for the words that Democrats have now said don't say anymore. Instead of calling them birthing person, call them a mom.
No. We need to keep calling them birthing people.
Yeah, birthing person.
No, people. Got to be people.
People.
Multiple.
So now they're two.
Yeah, you have to have multiple people to give birth, right?
Oh, here's another one that I really love. Stop using the word microaggression, because apparently that turns voters off. Who'd have thunk?
Just go straight to aggression.
You know what? I saw you turn your head. That's a microaggression to my comment. I don't know what to do about that, Jeremy.
If you're a real man, you'd hit me in the face.
No, if I was a real man, I'd have a backbone and I wouldn't hit you in the face. That would be a macroaggression.
That would be a macroaggression to the macroaggression.
Here's another one. This is biggie. Don't call them the unhoused. Call them homeless.
Hold on. George Carlin did this, in the 80s? It is not homeless. Home is an abstract idea. It has nothing to do with the domicile that you live in. You need to call them houseless. Home is an abstract concept that has to do with your heart and where you feel comfortable. You need to call them houseless people.
You know what? I completely disagree with that idea. You have triggered me. And there's the next word. You're not supposed to say if you're a liberal or a Democrat anymore because it makes people think you're a little wonky. You have to stop saying the word triggered. And that's a biggie for me because that drives me nuts. I'm triggered by that. You know what? Reach down, find a set of cojones, grow up, be an adult, and stop whining like a baby. What's with the left?
I really feel, I'm okay with the word triggered, especially if you're a Beretta or a Glock or a Smith & Wesson. Triggered is absolutely okay.
I hate that word. That's the only thing that triggers me is trigger. And I'm sorry. It's like,
are you offended by the word triggered?
No, I'm not offended by the word triggered. I'm just like, oh my God, stop acting like a child. Grow up. You're going to hear some things and have to deal with some things you don't like. It's called life. Welcome to it.
No. You have to let these people just have a complete meltdown in aisle 4.
Now, here's another one they have told each other to stop saying. Stop calling them incarcerated people or justice involved. Let's go back to calling them criminals.
To be fair, justice involved, I don't think means you're a criminal. At least in the definition of it. Because, I was justice involved when I was a kid, but I never went to jail.
Okay, to be fair, here's why I don't like justice involved. Because the left was using the term to say the victim is justice involved. And the perpetrator is also justice involved. You're putting the victim on the same level as the criminal. And that is just like, I'm sorry, you're a criminal. Another thing the Democrats have said, they were saying that immigrant is not okay to say. They were originally telling you to say person who immigrated.
I have to argue that one for a minute. Just a minute. You're not allowed to say immigrant. You're not allowed to say illegal alien. But you have to say a person who immigrated.
That's what you were supposed to say.
But now a person who immigrated means that they did all the processes to get into this country. That would what immigrated means. So an illegal immigrant means that they didn't do those things.
Well, here's the problem. You're not allowed to say any of those other words. You're not now supposed to say person who immigrated. What? You're supposed to say, my neighbor, whose name I can't pronounce because there's no vowels, it's all consonants because they're from Czechoslovakia, don't speak a word of English. They arrived yesterday and the government's giving them so much darn money, it's not even funny.
Hey.
You're not allowed to say anything.
It's hard to make a living off of $75,000 a year.
Yeah, but you know what?
Which is the average of what somebody who files for all the government assistance after coming here.
In other words, you're not allowed to say, you're just a heteronormative.
I'm the dumb guy. What's heteronormative mean?
Yeah,
okay.
You are heterosexual, meaning you're a man who likes women.
Yeah, okay.
And by the way, you like the women who are women.
I like the slot B women.
Yeah, you're a tab. You like a slot.
Yes.
And normative means normal.
I'm going to argue that. For a minute. I am a very straight guy. But I don't know that there's any normal women out there.
Oh, no. We have talked often about the crazy versus
Crazy Hot Matrix.
Crazy Hot. And if you haven't seen that, you should see it. Here's another one. I think you're going to take this personal. And I know you're going to cry a tear. The Overton window. Stop saying it. Stop
No,
saying
it's
it.
not really there, is it? Is it really there?
Overton
I'm
window.
not going to lie. Oh my God.
Overton
it really
window.
is.
Right
it really
there.
is. And you know what's funny? You know, my mom listens to it. You know, listens to this podcast. I don't know if she loves me or not, but she, you know, as far as that goes, but she listens to it because her kid does it. And my mom was so proud that I used the Overton window because we've had these discussions about it. And so the fact that the Democrats are saying they're not allowed to use the Overton window just gives proof to the fact that it does exist and it is there and they are using it.
Well, here's another one. I love this one. Food insecurity. How about this? You're hungry. Okay, I'm going to help you out if you're hungry. Food insecurity?
What am I insecure about on food? I'm struggling with
No,
that.
it means you don't have consistent food. Like, I don't know, you're hungry.
Oh, so food insecurity meaning like you can't afford food or whatever.
Well,
Okay.
you don't have consistent food. Like, food is not always showing up on time when you're ready to eat it.
I have a problem with that because
Go
I'm
ahead.
a teacher and I make a very good amount of money as a teacher. First year teachers suck. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I feel for you.
They
Hot
do?
dogs and top ramen is what you get as a first year teacher. You know, and 20 some years into it, you get paid a decent wage. I'm not going to argue that. But I'm not going to say I'm supposed to, but I make more than federal assistance would help or state assistance would help or anything like that. And especially being a 2-income house. And I'm not kidding. I get ads at least every couple months in my email or in my mail that says about federal assistance for food.
You know, Jeremy, I love you. You are my dearest friend. We talk about so much back and forth. I want to just be straight up with you, right? Don't take this the wrong way.
Mm-hmm. I'm not
You don't
suffering.
need any more food.
I'm not suffering. I'll be honest. I mean, I've
You're
lost
doing
a lot
good.
of weight, but
You
I
have
could use
lost
a lot
weight.
more. I could lose a lot more.
Yes.
So it's like, if I'm getting these ads and I'm paid by the state knows how much I make. Why am I getting these ads?
Well, that being said, I'm going to give you one last one. Existential threat to climate, democracy, economy. Here's the problem the Democrats have. They've been running the same playbook.
Don't bring up climate to me.
Oh, no.
That upsets the heck out of me.
It's the what? Why are you like hey, the world's gonna end tomorrow kind of guy?
Well, I don't know. Are we in the global warming or global cooling? Because they've come across a couple times since I've been born.
Let me explain this. Global warming causes global warming, and it causes global cooling.
And
So
global cooling
causes
causes
the warming
global warming
and
and
the cooling.
global cooling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's
And if you wait long enough, 70s to 25, so 50 years, if you wait 50 years, you can go around twice in this cycle.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, here's the thing. This is all going back to the Democrat playbook where it's Republicans want dead grandma, your dirty water, dirty air. They're xenophobic, Islamophobic, they're homophobic. They don't like you and they want you to die. They're an existential threat to the climate, democracy, the economy. I mean, they've been pulling the same playbook since I can remember, and even beyond that. It's just done. It's like, going out there and saying, oh, Trump's a fascist. At a certain point, you're like, one, you don't even know what fascism is. Two, you're just throwing out words and slogans that mean nothing. The Democrats have lost the plot. And that's why they have these, 45 words that they're not allowed to say anymore, that they're not supposed to say anymore, so they can actually relate to people who are leaving them in droves because no one can relate to them anymore.
Well, it's interesting you say that because I have argued for quite a few years. I mean, I lived in a bit of an echo chamber in the sense that what I did before I became a teacher was very conservative heavy. And there were very few Democrats, liberals, however you want to put it, that were in my industries. And so stepping out, there were some, but not a lot. And so I went into education, not because I wanted anything more than I just wanted to give back to the community, really. But the one thing that's interesting is I've run into quite a few, but not a ton, I've run into a few that I would call thinking liberals, thinking
they
Democrats.
exist.
And they exist. And I'm not saying that there's very rare, but unfortunately, they're not as vocal as some of the other liberals and Democrats. And my thinking liberal friends, they're like, listen, I can disagree with you. I can understand. I can see your side of it as long as you can see my side of it, type of thing. And we know that there has to be a middle. But there are so many more out there that are just willing to scream and yell with a megaphone and a can of spray paint that put themselves on that such extreme edge that it just overshadows all the people that are like, listen, I want to have an honest discussion with you. I want to try and work it. Listening to this list, these words are people that I hear that other side yelling and screaming. And I've never heard any of these words come from the people that are what I would call the thinking liberals, the thinking Democrats.
Well, here's the problem with thinking liberals. It's becoming a smaller and smaller group for two reasons. It
absolutely is.
One, if you start going against
the majority
on the left, you will be ostracized. They cannot have a conversation even with their own people.
Yep.
The other thing is with thinking liberals, they're starting to say, look, this has gone so far wacky, I've got to go to the other side. At least there's some common sense there.
Yeah.
And the truth is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. Trump, ex-Democrat. Tulsi Gabbard, ex-Democrat. Rogan, ex-Democrat. Elon Musk, ex-Democrat. Me, ex-Democrat. People are leaving the Democrat Party, and all they're left with is the radicals.
Yep.
So what are they doing to keep their radical base? Getting more radical. They are shrinking their tent, where at least on the right, people are willing to say, hey, you know what? I agree to disagree. Maybe we can find that common ground. Some things we can work out. Other things, okay, maybe we can't work out, but maybe we could find something to kind of make us both a little appeased.
Absolutely.
Let's work it out. Yeah. But you know what I care about?
Hitting the like and subscribe button. For the record, I am absolutely against saying anything about that stupid like and subscribe button, anything about the notification bell. I think you should like us on our merit, and we shouldn't have to ask for it.
And we're going to ask for the sale. I'm countermandering Jeremy. Please hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button.
All hail the algorithm.
All hail the algorithm. And for those of you who think the Democrats have just gone completely gabonkers, I don't even know if that's a word, gabonkers.
Sure.
Let us know in the comments. And we want to get our subscribership base up. It is growing pretty fast. We are really, really excited by what we're seeing. But go ahead and be the next person to subscribe, because we want to get to that 100 faster rather than slower. By the way, if you're a vet, thank you for your service. If you're a police officer, fireman, teacher, anything like that, thank you for your service. And with that,
we'll see you at the next stop. You're not allowed to say illegal alien. Choo choo. We've got to stop that.